Welcome to News Gulp. I'm Zach, and with me today is Mark.
Am I with him, or am I with me? Who am I with? Who am I? Who is me? Who are you? Where am I? Oh!
And after Mark finishes contemplating the meaning of existence and why we are all here, we can introduce David.
I've discovered the meaning of existence. It doesn't matter so much. I'm not going to tell you anyway. But here I am.
Well now, moving right along to our first story. A Colorado bank robber was running around doing what right after the bank robbery?
Shrieking in the air, saying, I've got a lot of money. I've got a lot of money. I have all the dollars.
Window shopping!
Updating Windows.
I'm sorry, you are both incorrect. Shame on you, negative 50 DKP. The correct answer is this old man, who was rather large and rotund, with a bushy white beard, was running down the street, throwing handfuls of money up in the air and at people, shouting, Merry Christmas.
In my defense, I was pretty close.
Was it Christmas?
Actually, yes, it was Christmas Eve, it was December the 24th.
As opposed to Christmas Eve, December the 23rd.
Or Christmas Eve, July 4th.
You know, you guys aren't that wrong when it comes to when they start putting up the Christmas decorations. Soon it will just be Christmas Eve every day.
Christmas 2, Electric Boogaloo.
We'll bring it out on March 25th, and we'll call it Christmas 2!
Christmas 3, Revenge of the Claus.
But back to the story, how much did he get away with? And is he still giving out money?
They're not disclosing exactly how much money he got away with, but he ran into the cops who were waiting for him at the end of the street and did not resist arrest at all.
Did he throw money at them? Does that count as a bribe if you throw money that you stole at the cops?
I think it only counts if they take it willingly and let you go. Unless they're just reneging on the bribe, then they're bad cops. I mean, bad cops.
Apparently all the pedestrians he had thrown the money at took the money, gathered it back up, and, gave it back to the bank.
That's a Christmas miracle.
The Christmas miracle where the bank took back its money.
This is the most depressing holiday special I've ever seen.
Moving on to our second story, this one is particularly tragic. The United States has just removed Wakanda from its free trade list.
Wakanda forever!
I want to say Tony Stark might have had something to do with it, but that seems out of character of him.
Well, no wonder they removed them from the free trade agreement. They weren't sharing their vibranium.
Originally, it was added as part of a test when they were testing out their new system for their online agriculture maps. And it apparently got added, and nobody thought to take it away before they released it for real.
I guess they really missed out on not adding more places. We could have had Narnia, we could have had Azeroth. I mean, we could have had all kinds of fantasy realms attached to our... I mean, then we missed a big opportunity. We could have had Narnia, we could have had Azeroth, we could have so many more places connected to the US government.
Yes, but what is the rate of trade on grain between the United States and Narnia? Does Narnia even have grain?
Well, I'm not sure about Narnia, but apparently there is a whole tariff schedule set up and import-export taxes already assigned between the United States and Wakanda.
That's right! We made a fictional place just so we could tax it!
So we'll be funding all kinds of stuff with our new imaginary dollars.
That's how the economy runs, baby.
Does Disney get to use this as a tax write-off?
Disney lawyers are gonna take everything.
Apparently Disney has no official comment, but they thought the whole thing was pretty amusing.
That's what they say before they go for the throat.
One of us is a Disney lawyer. The rest of us just don't know it yet.
And moving on to our final story. Why do I always get these ones? A man was fined for animal cruelty while wrestling with a bear in a Polish zoo while intoxicated.
Zangief?
Yeah, but was the bear intoxicated?
Well, obviously, or it's not a fair fight.
No, the bear was not intoxicated. In fact, Sasha was a former circus animal, so she's very, very used to being around people, which was lucky for the guy, as she was more bemused by the situation than upset.
Was she thinking he was being amorous?
That kind of wrestling, huh?
Did the bear ingest copious amounts of jet fuel?
This is a Polish bear, not a Russian bear. Polish bear ingests copious amounts of Snapple.
Circus bear. Did she used to ride the bicycle?
If the man is the bicycle.
Honestly, they don't say in the article. It just says they were lucky that it was her and not one of the younger and more easily riled bears. Otherwise, the man probably would have suffered severe injuries.
It would have just been more of a challenge.
I'm still curious. Was it Zangief?
No, it was a 23-year-old Polish man.
So it might have been Zangief.
Who would try and find Zangief? He's like 9 feet tall, like 600 pounds of muscle. Who's gonna mess with that guy?
Zangief is very respectful and pays his taxes.
Alright, well that wraps up this episode of News Gulp. There's some news for you to digest, although I would take it in small doses, because it's highly toxic this time around.
To
Did I miss something? It just suddenly just stopped. I'm like, did my hearing just go?
no conflict.
Did you have something?
No.
You certain?
He's scared of what might
certain?
happen if he does.